It's enough light?
Going live. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
Got one person on. I think that's me. Let's see if anyone joins. All right. If anyone's on, I'm going to the bathroom. Be right back.
How do I know?
What?
How do I know?
The little.
Oh, the little people thing? Okay.
How's it going?
Going.
I don't think it's like live yet. It's not showing on here. Keep saying the live event will begin in 3 minutes.
Well, it's not 9 o'clock yet, right?
Yeah, so I wonder, because I said it to like start at 9.
Okay.
I wonder if it doesn't
You
actually.
want me to look on my phone?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, I might be signed into like my YouTube.
Of course, I put on the wrong one yesterday.
Oh, that's funny. You said the artwork I wanted. I'm like,
I know, I'm
she
like-
really got lost. How did you go to it? Did you search my name?
No, I just have the YouTube app, and then you're the only one I subscribe to, so I just went to subscriptions. See, like that one says live, right there.
Oh, there's us.
It records too.
Yeah, so it,
records too.
yeah, it's like a second lane. But yeah, it'll record it, so it automatically just uploads, and so that's always nice. I just gotta not mess up. Do you want any water?
No. Okay.
You good? Okay.
Do you need water?
I might grab one.
What is that supposed to mean?
In case we want them, sorry. We want them. It's supposed to mean that we can use them as props. So I'm trying to hydrate.
Those are for naps, not props.
I mean, yeah, that's basically what this yoga is. All right.
Look at us, we color coordinated, we didn't even know
We
it.
did. Nicely done.
Great minds.
Take the socks off.
My socks.
Thank you. I think you or Jen got these for me. Jen Heaton.
Could be. I don't think it was me. Must have been Jen.
Yeah. All right. So just 9.
People are gonna miss seeing a kitty.
Yeah. All right. That. Okay. I think that guy's running. All right. Well, yeah, we got 2 people on. Maybe one.
You and me?
Are you on?
No, I
No,
think
you're not. Okay. All right. Well, whoever's on, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Bird of the Yogi. We got Recovery Yoga this morning, live here with the Cami Murphy.
Oh, I've been teaching myself sign language. Good morning.
Good morning. That's good morning.
No, it's not like that. It's this.
I like it. You're gonna have to sign off with that too when we end the video. That's awesome. Okay. All right, so we're gonna start with some yoga. If anyone joins on after and you're starting from the beginning, just follow along. Yeah, we will start in standing position here. So like I said, recovery yoga today. So we're gonna get the body loose, kind of warmed up, and we'll start with some longer holds, really loosen the body up. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Thank you.
And my mom. All right, let's start mountain pose here. So feet just right underneath the hips. Let's take a big inhale. Let's just send the arms up, nice and slow. Exhale, both arms can come down. Inhale, just the right arm up this time. Take a second here, just really start pushing through the right foot. Try to create as much space between right foot, right hand as you can. There's the grunt. All right, so go ahead and continue forward with that right arm. Just kind of bring it in a windmill motion. Just down in front, just loosen that shoulder up a little bit. We'll take left arm, shoot that up high. Create some space on the left side. And continue through with the arm. All right, so go ahead and shoot the right arm up again. Inhale it up high. This time, start to bend the left knee. Just come up on the left toes. What that's going to do is help you really push only through that right side. Really extend up and high. Now we'll lower that left heel down. And start to lean a little bit up and over to the left. Really stretch out that right side body. And just continue with that arm. Windmill it down. Switch sides. Bring the left one up. Start to bend that right knee. Help you really focus on the left side. Really push up. Start to drop that right heel down now. Start to lean over to the right. Try to create as much separation on this left side as you can still. And continue with the arm. Good. All right, find that mountain pose again. Make sure you got good alignment. Now start to roll the shoulders up to the ears. Roll them back behind you. Come on down. Again, bring the shoulders up in front to the ears. Roll them back behind. Do that one more time. Or switch directions. Roll the shoulders back up to the ears and forward. And your shoulders feeling today?
A little sore from doing the wrong yoga yesterday.
So someone got to the wrong yoga yesterday and accidentally did a arm workout. And not the live yoga. That's funny. All right, return the shoulders back to normal. We'll go ahead and take that right ear and start to go to the right shoulder. And take that left arm. We'll just send it out to the left. The left thumb can point up in the air. As you try to push that thumb away from the left ear as far as you can start to feel a pull all the way up through. That's your bicep attached into your shoulder muscle there at the top. And then you can start to roll the neck forward and down nice and slow. I'll just bring the left ear to the left shoulder and that right arm out now. Again, that thumb can point up. Try to push the thumb as far away from the right shoulder as you can. Feel the stretch all the way down. We're gonna do that one more side each way. So go ahead and bring the head down and forward. Over to the right, left arm shoots out. Go ahead, we'll move over to the left side now. Right arm comes out. Good, all right. Go ahead, bring the head back down to center. Bring it on up. And take both arms, we'll inhale up high. We're gonna start to bend the knees. As we exhale, we're gonna come down to a first forward fold of the day. So make sure you're bending the knees so much that your chest can almost just rest on your knees. So hands should be able to touch the ground. If you wanna bring the hands off the ground and just cross at the elbows, kind of like gravity pull you down. Take some breaths here. How's this feel on your back so far?
Good.
Good? Okay. Just keep breathing. All right, if you got your arms crossed, go ahead and
plant both the hands just out in front of the feet. Looks about good where you're at. We'll start to move the butt down and come down to a squat. If you can leave the heels on the ground, do so. My calves are a little tight, so my heels are going to come up. Just come down. Yep, as far as you want. Just let gravity kind of sink the hips down right here. Maybe tuck the head down, stretch out the back of the spine. Move the head back up. Go ahead and drop down to the knees. We'll go to the tabletop position. Pillow props here. All right. From here, we're going to just loosen up and warm up the shoulders a little bit. So as in the tabletop position, you got equal weight in all four, in both hands and both knees. From here, we're going to start to send the shoulders just out in front of the wrists, just slightly. Just what's comfortable for your wrists. So you can kind of feel a stretch in the wrists there. After a second, we're going to start to move the hips back. Hips go back almost to a child's pose. Just kind of move the hips back towards the heels just for a second. When you reach a good point, we're going to come back up and just move through these a couple times. So this is warming up the wrists, the shoulders, the hips, the thighs. Just get a little movement in before we start. Well, holding poses for 3 minutes. You think you got 3 minutes today?
No.
Mom doesn't like the long holds. All right, one more here. But luckily, I have some Mother's Day interview questions to get us through.
Great.
All right, one more. We'll come back up to the tabletop. Here, it's going to do a little cat-cow. So you start to push up into the hands. The upper back starts to round. You start to drop the head as the pelvis tucks under. Hips go forward a little bit. Tuck the head down. Once you reach a comfortable spot, move to cow. So drop the belly, tuck the pelvis up. Gaze and head go up. Good. Move back through cat. You've done this before, so I'll just let you go at your own pace here. Just warm up the spine. Do you do this one quite often? Okay, cow. I think it's the best one. It's the best one to do right after you wake up in the morning. Your spine's been sitting there for 8 hours. As if I consistently get 8 hours.
Who gets 8 hours?
Sophie usually does. She's got a pretty good sleep schedule. All right, get one more each way here. After that, you can bring the spine back to neutral. From here, we'll move to a side-to-side cat-cow. So start to move the gaze over to the right. Try to take right shoulder to right hip. So you're squeezing the abs. A little bit of separation on the left side. And we'll move over to the left. So I'm going to move left shoulder to left hip. Do that 2 more times each way. It's really quiet here. All right, we'll come back to center. Put the hands out just a couple inches. We'll come all the way back to a child's pose. We'll be here for about a minute. Just push back. You can either try to sink the hips down as far as you want or try to get the chest down to the ground, which will stretch out the shoulders. You can play around with your hands. You can move them in. Might feel a little different stretch kind of on the lats there. Back to the shoulders. You can move them out. Try to get the chest, the fronts of the shoulders stretched out differently. Up to you. All right. We'll start with a Mother's Day trivia question. What would you say my favorite meal is? You can think about it for a second. I got a couple in mind, so.
Definitely corn casserole.
Corn casserole would be on there. It'd be on the plate.
Probably ribs, your dad's ribs is either one of them, or a steak, a deer steak.
Oh. I was thinking a deer steak, corn casserole, and there's one more veggie that has to be on there.
One more veggie.
Yep.
Corn, just regular corn.
Nope. That's taken out with a potato. You gotta have a potato with your
No.
steak. Steak,
Sure.
corn, and potato.
There you go.
That's what we had all our days growing up. All right, go ahead and push up into the tabletop position. Here, I'm going to send right arm out to the right. I'm going to shoot that right arm under the left armpit, come to thread the needle, back the arm comes to the ground. You're stretching out, back that right shoulder, this left hand, you can use as a kickstand just to not put too much weight into your neck or your head. So from here, we're just trying to put a lot of our weight into that right shoulder, create a little separation. You want to try to focus on that right hip, try to pull it back as far as possible. You can feel just a little bit more of a stretch down the right side body there. And if you need a little bit more of a stretch, you can start to straighten that left leg and give a little push into the foot there, which is going to push down to that right shoulder a little bit more, just give you a stretch. Be here for just about 30 more seconds. Let's see, what do I think your favorite meal would be? You're a big salad fan. Salad with like a nice meat on there. Oh, that's not your favorite. That can't be your favorite.
You're correct. That's not my favorite.
What about kind of like all right, from here, go ahead and bend that left knee if you got it. We'll start to push into the left hand, come back up. We'll switch sides. What about, all right, so shoot the left arm out. Left arm shoots under, back the arm comes down. Nicely done. So what about, like kind of like my meal? Like I feel like it'd be maybe one of Dad's salmon. You do love potatoes. You absolutely love potatoes. So
Right.
either baked potatoes on there, or I think maybe cheesy potatoes are your favorite with like the.
As long as it has the word potato in it, I'm good.
Yep, you gotta have potato. And then you probably be a little bit of corn casserole on there too. I'd say it's a pretty good meal for you. What am I missing?
I do love salmon. Yeah, the salmon's good.
Just a couple more breaths here. You like this stretch?
Yeah. But you forgot the most important part of my meal.
A red beer.
Nope.
All right, start pushing to that right hand coming up. What is it?
Pie. Gotta have pie.
Pie at the end.
Any kind of pie.
Any pie.
Actually, I've been known to eat just pie and a side salad, and that's a meal for me.
Salad, so it's kind of right.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and tuck those toes back behind us, and we'll just kind of sit back on those heels. If you can come, sit all the way up. All right. If she can do it, I'm sure you can too. Jesus.
What is that supposed to mean?
I thought that your knees would snap in half.
I heard him snap.
Just stretching out the backs of the feet a little bit here. Might feel a little bit of pain if you need to take a little weight out. Just bring your hands forward. All right. Next question. What were my hobbies as a kid?
Annoying me
I know.
and stalking Keegan.
Yep, I was around Keegan a lot. And I work with a lot of people.
Baseball.
All right, we can start to come out of this. We'll come back to our tabletop. Untuck the toes, kind of wiggle the feet a little bit. Just put a little, I don't know what that does, but it feels good right now. Just wiggling the feet after stretching. All right, go ahead and tuck those toes again. Put the hands down. We're going to lift the knees up a couple inches off the ground. Now let's go ahead and push back to a down dog. First down dog here, spend a little time. Find good alignment, should have even weight between the feet and the hands. Should be a nice straight back. Gaze is going back towards the thighs. So baseball was my hobby as a kid. Thank you.
Baseball. Yeah.
Yeah, I played a lot of baseball, either playing it or with myself with that freaking net in the backyard. Try and make diving catches if you angle it right. All right, go ahead and send that right leg. We're going to push it up into the air and bring it all the way up to the hands. Drop the back knee down. Untuck the toes, sit up. All right, so hands can come to knees here. From here, start to really push into that left knee. Sit up tall from there. We're going to try to focus a little bit more on that left front hip flexor as we stretch the hips down and forward here. So hands can come to knee. Go ahead and bring this foot out a little bit longer than 90 degrees. We'll start to sink forward. His hands can be on the knees there. We're going to be here for a little bit. Enjoy. I played a lot of baseball. A lot of baseball. We started, what was my progression of baseball? It was T-ball, coach pitch. Did I play any Little League? Yeah, like one year. 1 year like Little League, and then to Timberjacks. Yeah. Okay, if you want a little bit more of a stretch on that left side, you can send left arm up into the air. As you stretch up, you're gonna feel that pull there a little bit more. Kind of reach slightly up and back. Just keep sinking down. Timberjacks at 10. Heat cycles. Yeah.
Waverly. Westland.
Waverly. Off here. Western. And now.
Coach.
No.
Coach Little.
No, now I'm playing in the big leagues.
Yeah.
What's that called? The Diablos with the Diablos.
Nobody's started.
Playing adult baseball. No, there isn't. I really wanted to play. I had so much fun. Just one game a week, no practices. Have a couple beers in the parking lot after. Have a couple waters in the parking lot after. All right, let's bring that left arm down now. From here, we're going to shoot right arm high up into the air. Just kind of trying to create separation between both the hands, pushing up through that left hand. Do you feel much of a stretch like in your hips or your back here?
No.
Not me really either. All right, bring that right hand down to the right side of the foot. And then step that right foot out, just a couple steps. That right knee can face out here. And here, take right hand, right knee. Start to push the right knee out as the hips start to sink forward. And start to spin your chest. Look back towards the right. Should feel this in the hips still.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna give you another one if you can. Another pose, not another question. All right, so if you want to take this a little bit deeper, we'll just stay here. You can start to bend the left foot up. Heel comes up towards the butt. This right hand can go back if you can grab the leg. Yep, nice. Yep.
It is there.
Perfect. Dang. Good job, Mom. Good job, Mom. So, yeah, obviously you can feel a little bit more stretch on that left front flexor. Good stretch? Okay. Keep holding it for a little bit.
Sure.
Okay. Doing great. Overcome your mind.
Asking a lot.
I remember, I was thinking back to, I used to be super flexible as a kid when I would catch. I
Yeah.
remember I would be in all these weird poses and I could almost do the splits.
Yeah, you can get down pretty well.
Yeah, I'm definitely hypermobile, which is why I gravitated towards yoga. There's people that just their bodies don't stretch as well, and mine always does. All right, let's release that back foot. Bring the right hand inside here. Let's give our hip flexor a break. Let's step the right foot back now. Come back to a quick child's pose. On this one, send the knees out wide, so about as wide as the mat. Feet are going to come together. Yep. And now come back, just a little different stretch. Oh, push into those hips. They're a little sore. I started lifting weights for a while, and it made me very inflexible. Like it took out a lot of my range of motion. I had really tight shoulders. That's why my mechanics of baseball were all weird now. I started lifting kind of the wrong way.
That's why I don't lift weights.
All right, I'll come back up to tabletop. I'll switch through to that left side. So let's tuck those toes behind us. We're going to push up to a down dog. All the way back. Here, we'll take that left foot high up in the air. Bring it on through to the hands. Drop the back knee down, untuck the toes. We'll sit up tall. Start to rise up through that right knee first. Find good alignment there. Hands come to knee. Start to step that left foot out in front a little bit. Start to sink the hips down and forward. Really focused on this right front hip flexor here. That's the next question. You got any questions for me?
How much do you love me?
So much. So much. On a scale of 1 to 10, 20. Double.
That's it.
It's the moon and back a million, gajillion, billion times.
There you go.
I used to say that all the time.
All the time.
Every night. I love you to the moon back a million, gajillion times. And then you'd always say, I love you to the moon back infinity. I'm like, no, that's not.
That's
you can't do
cheating.
that. That's cheating. All right, if you want to shoot that right arm high, a little more stretch you can. That is cheating. Oh. So it said that you hold a lot of emotion in your hips. And for a while, yep, give me a second. Give me a second. For a while I was like, okay, that's a yogi thing, but I can feel it. But it goes a little bit with like if you were ever like startled, what do? You like kind of sink and seize up, and a lot of that's in your hips, like your hips seize up, and so it actually relieves a lot of tension. And it's the same thing with all the shoulder muscles. Like people say, when you loosen those up, you kind of relieve a lot of tension. And I mean, I felt it. I don't really know the science behind it, but I have felt it, and I mean, I'll wake up after a shoulder day and be irritable and loosen up. All right, let's plant that right arm down. Shoot the left arm into the air. What was a weird thing or a weird habit I did as a kid that kind of made you question, like, all right, is he gonna turn out all right?
Still that second on, we took your pacifier away, I think, earlier than we should have, because Keegan was kind of addicted to the pacifier, and then you started sucking on the edge of your shirt or on a edge of a blanket.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, bring that hand back down. We'll step that left foot out, point the toes out. And here we'll take the left hand to the left knee, start to turn out a little bit to the left. Gaze goes to the left, hips sink down, knee can fall out. Yeah, I remember.
And then you bite your fingernails, but
but
that's because Dad does.
Yeah,
I blame your dad.
I feel like whenever I do this with the pinky, me and I chew, our pinky is the same, and I'll like catch myself, and then I'll think about like an image of him doing it. And, yeah, and that, I mean, I've tried fingernail polish that tastes terrible. I still have that. I've tried really everything. I'll just get lost in editing a video or reading something, and then just realize it's wear gloves all day.
Yeah.
All right, I'm bring that right heel up. Left arm can go back. Grab the foot. Oh, that is a tight hip. That's a lot. Yeah, I remember specifically it was like a blue blanket down in my room at the old house, and I just sucked the edge of that thing. It looked like the whole edge of it like had like a weird like white crusty line, because I would suck it like every night. It was like, it tasted like sweet. That was I remember something. I'm a weird guy.
Probably the cheer that we watched.
All right, release that foot. Oh, I'll step that right foot back in. Come back to the tabletop. Let's keep the toes untucked here, and we'll sit back on those knees again. Just gonna squeeze those muscles there. So if we're going to redo this pose, it squeezes all the muscles, like squeezes out all the blood, and we come back out of it. A bunch of blood rushes back in, which is what you want from recovery. You want new blood going in there, which gives you your nutrients like proteins to rebuild your muscles and
This
shit.
is spread. Just this is spread.
In sign language?
Sign language, no, spread.
Is there yoga for like deaf people?
You can Google it. Yeah.
Huh. It's a new niche. Oh, that'll be our new niche. I'll lead through yoga, and you'll be over there signing it.
Not that good.
All right, how are we doing on time? Oh wow, it's going quick. Yeah, we'll probably go till 9:40. I'm having fun. You're having fun?
Yes.
All right, let's come back up to knees. All right, we'll go to tabletop. I'll just stretch the hip flexor out just a little bit more. So let's plant those toes behind us. Come up to a down dog again. Oh, so from here we're gonna send the right foot up, and I'm gonna ask you to bend and stack. So what that means is right foot goes up, and start to send. You're gonna start to push through the right arm. So that right hip is gonna go on top of the left. Yep, and it goes back. Just what's comfortable for you. Good, and we'll come back to center. Let's bring that right foot all the way up. Go ahead and drop back knee again. Step the feet out just in that same position we were. And now we're going to bring the chest down and forward. So again, this right knee can fall out to the right. And what you're doing here, yep, and slowly come down. If you get down to forearms, all right, you and Sophie just freaking dominate me on this one. But slowly, just bring the chest down. We'll spend some time here. All right, next question. Which sun do you love more?
The one that orbits the Earth.
Nice. Nice.
I love you both the same.
It's humanly impossible. You can't sit down with the pros and cons and get me an answer by the end of the day.
I will not answer that question.
Oh, this one is feeling good. When do you think Sophie and I should have kids? When's the right time?
About a year after you've been married.
About a year. I was for a while. I was telling her maybe 2 years. Give us a little bit
You're
more
not
time.
spring chickens.
What does that mean?
You're not getting any younger. And I might want to be a grandma.
Yeah, I feel like you have a little bias.
Maybe. You do whatever's right for you.
Yeah, I think we talked about it yesterday. Actually, I told her at least a year, but like I could see myself wanting to be a dad pretty quick. I'm excited for that.
You'd be a great dad, and you'll be a great mom.
Or
And I
Uncle
will be the
Sheila.
best crazy grandma.
You will be a great crazy grandma. Dad's gonna be good with the kids. That's gonna be fun to watch.
It's gonna be fun.
How you doing in this pose?
Great.
Good. Okay. Keep holding it because I'm still tight and this is at the peak of our poses. So we'll hit this guy. The peak. Oh. What kind of student was I as a child?
Very vocally challenged.
Yeah, school was never my thing. I'm just moving up. You can do whatever you want. We'll be here for maybe 30 more seconds. It's just
If you were interested in it, you were absorbed in it, but you weren't interested in most.
no. Really wasn't.
That's kind of typical anymore.
Yeah, and I think they're seeing that with like the schooling, and now that they're looking at online schooling, all right, start to walk the hands up, send that foot back when you can. Oh, kind of tabletop. Sit back to a quick child's pose. Reset the knees and hips. Yeah, they've been kind of seeing that with kids, that instead of just having a same curriculum, maybe the kids can kind of choose a little bit more at a younger age, because now they can not only have a teacher that's at their school, but really they could have a teacher at almost any school if we think about this a lot smarter.
But you do have to expose them to all kinds of different things because you don't know what your passion's going to be until you try it.
Yeah, all right, come back to steps up. That's true. There does have to be a little bit, a lot telling what to do for kids that age. All right, we'll go back to our down dog. Left side now, yeah. So left foot's gonna come up in the air. Push into that left arm, send the hips over. So you should feel stretched down the left side of your body, kind of through the hip. And bring the foot up to the hands, drop the back knee down. Untuck the toes, we'll step that left foot out. Send that knee out to the left. Just sink the hips down. Hands can come forward, forearms come to the ground if you can get there. So this is what the pillow is for, like a block. You can have a little bit more of a rest if you need. I got a higher GPA in college than high school. And it was all effort. And there was not a lot of effort in college, to be honest.
Well, that's good to know.
I wish I didn't.
It was well spent.
I didn't kick it on until my last year. I really didn't. I'm just sorry about that. I definitely wish I could go back and really learn and take full advantage, but I was not into it, and I was very lost and confused with what the world was and what I'm supposed to do with what I got. I remember deciding on a major. I was like, I don't know what to do, so let me just get the broadest thing, and I know I'm gonna have to make money through my life, so we'll just go with business. And I learned a lot, and it was definitely ended up being the right route for me. But yeah, once I turned it on, GPA started going up, and I think I'm too self-aware and smart about the world that I figured out what the least amount of work possible was, which it seemed like the advantage, the right thing to do then, but I wasn't thinking far enough ahead. Did you know that like the frontal part of your brain, which is like your forward thinking, it's still developing until you're like 24, 25. And so as you get older, as I've gotten older, I've been like starting to slowly think more and more into the future, which is just, it's kind of hard to ask a kid to choose his life at 18 still, but it's just the way that it works. And you got to jump in and go some way. And That was the right way. Oh. I'm already starting to think about more school now. Okay. Either getting an MBA or like the more certified strength trainer. There's a lot more yoga trainings you can do. Do like a Christian-based yoga training, which I'm pretty interested in.
Yeah.
How's it feeling?
My trap muscle was just. That's not
All right, let's push the hands. Let's come out of that. Good. All right, let's move around the butts. Oh, knees can come up. Go down to our backs. Put both the knees on the chest really quick. Oh, go ahead and let the left leg go long. Set it down the floor. Keep holding onto the knee or the right knee with the hands there. Pull it into the chest. From here, send that right leg long. Try to push the heel as high up in the air as you can, toes pointing back towards you. And then I start to send the leg crossed us over to the left. Don't hit me. So you can keep the leg straight, just like bend in the knee if you want. That left hand can come on top of the knee. Send right arm up high. Spend some time here in this twist. What was the best moment was as being my mother so far in this life.
a lot of best moments.
Yeah, that's good.
Probably seeing you walk across the stage to get your diploma in high school, since you were going through some crap right then.
How many days was that? That was after my first chemo, right?
You had chemo on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, then you walked on Sunday.
Go me.
Go you.
To be fair, that first chemo did not hit me really at all. I remember like it was done and I just kind of looked at you guys like, that's it? And the second one got a little worse. And then the last two were God, fucking hell. I mean, it was all right. Grab that right knee, help it back over. Send the right leg long, bring the left knee to chest. Was it the third one that I got hospitalized for like the full week?
It was between your second and third. You had a zit
In my
in your
armpit, right?
armpit
Yeah.
that they had to,
Send that left leg long, heel points to the ceiling, toes point back. You see?
they had to put you in the hospital because they didn't know.
They
You
know
had
what
no
it
immune
was.
system at that, and they didn't know what it was. And they
Yeah.
didn't want to pop it.
All right, send that leg over to the right. Left arm shoot up high. Right hand go to the top of the knee. Yeah, that was the worst part of it, probably the worst week. And you,
I was out of
Go.
town for work, and
uh-huh.
it about killed me to
Yeah,
not be there with you. But
Dad was up a lot. Keegan was like Tyson, Dylan, Addie, Rachel came to see me. I think Sam came. I forget anyone else. It's because of the chemo brain. Chemo brain. I think I was most proud to like graduate college because I remember I got like perfectly hit the credits. Like I lined it up, like knew I was gonna get 4 years, and I mean that was kind of hard to do.
Yeah.
Not hard to do, but you had to do it. I mean 4 years of making sure you got everything right, and I topped that right knee back over. No offense, but Wesleyan kind of adds a couple classes that you maybe don't need, but whatever. All right, let's lay back in Shavasana now. Send the feet long. Arms go out to the side, palms face up. You want to do it in silence? You want to keep chatting?
it's up to you.
Let's see, Faye. What was the most trouble I got in? Like, what was the worst thing I did? Because I was a trouble kid.
Nothing was, well, I suppose setting things on fire once was probably the most dangerous.
Yeah. Almost got nurse in charge. That was fun. How old? 13, 12? I'd say 12 or 13, but
Yeah, I think Keegan was 16, so probably 12. Because you and Keegan got tickets on the same day, right?
oh yeah.
You got a speeding ticket or something like that, and you got a ticket for starting a pile of wood on fire behind a new construction house.
Uh-huh. Oh man.
Proud moment.
Proud. Yeah, you should have said that. Your best moment as a mom. All right, we'll go silent for just a little bit. Just relax on this beautiful Sunday. Beautiful Mother's Day.
Yes, it is.
All right, start to wiggle the toes, move the fingers around. Awareness back to the body. Send the arms up above you. Feet point long. Toes point down. One final stretch. Oh, come on up. Alrighty. Thank you for doing that, Mama.
This is thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you.
Was it I love you? I love you.
Yeah.
Taught herself with YouTube, everybody. That's how easy it is to learn a skill these days.
That's what happens when you've been home since February 28th.
So thank you everyone for joining. I hope we got a lot of the hips stretched out today. A lot of time spent talking with my mama. Thank you for all letting me do that. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Happy
And you
Mother's
too.
Day. Thank you.
Thank you, Mom. So yeah, with that, we'll say namaste. You
Namaste.
have,
Have a great day. Have a great Sunday.
what's the sign?
For what?
Namaste.
Namaste.
I feel like
Fair enough.
namaste is like that. or
Okay, I
something.
could spell it. N-A-M-E-S. What is this? T.
Namaste.
Namaste.
And God bless you all. Yeah. Birdie the Yogi.
Birdie the Yogi.
There it is. Yes. Thank you, everybody. Oh, we got 3 people on. Let's go.
3 people.
Yeah.
Jen's probably